Our topic for tonight is, when a good God allows evil to take place. Napaka-timely po ng topic na ito, lalo pa ngayon na according to DOH, I'm not sure kung tama yung aking source na nasa second wave na daw tayo ng COVID-19. Okay, so, bilang isang dating MMA fighter, ako po ay dating isang mixed martial arts fighter, at fighter din ako sa hirap ng buhay. No? I am personally convicted na hindi lamang importante na kilala ko ang aking nakakalaban sa ring. Hindi din sapat na alam ko kung paano ko siya lalabanan. Pero ang pinaka-importante sa lahat ay alam ko dapat kung bakit ko siya lalabanan. Bakit ako lalaban at bakit ako mag-aaksaya ng oras ng sakit ng katawan para harapin siya. Ano ang purpose para i-commit ko ang aking sarili sa pakikipaglaban sa taong yon? Now, bakit ko nalaman o nasasabi ngayon na ang pinaka-importanting tanong tungkol sa pakikipaglaban ay ang tanong na yan? Ito ay dahil kapag hindi mo alam ang dahilan kung bakit ka lumalaban, darating ang panahon na aayaw ka rin nang hindi mo alam ang dahilan. Iyan ang nangyari sa aking fighting career. Yan din ang nangyari sa aking music career. At iyan din ang nangyari sa aking professional career. And all this time, hindi ko pala alam bakit ako lumalaban. Hindi ko alam bakit ako nagmamatapang. Hindi ko alam para saan ako or para saan ko ibinubuhos ang aking lakas at buhay. That time. Pero ngayon, alam ko na. Lumalaban ako para paglingkuran ng aking Diyos, para i-please ang aking Ama. Lumalaban ako para makarating ang mensahe ng kaligtasan, ang mensahe ng kanyang pagmamahal sa mga tao na ibinigay ng Diyos Ama sa kanyang anak na si Jesus. Hindi na nga lang ito sa ring, pero ito ay mas importanteng pakikipaglaban na. At sa panahon na kinilalagay natin ngayon, sa panahon na nalalapit na ang pagbabalik ni Jesus. At sa kakaunting panahon na mayroon ako sa buhay ko. Because I'm not gonna live forever, right? I think that it is very necessary to put on our best fight. Ang COVID-19, ang pagpasok ng virus na ito para sa akin personally, ay awakening that we cannot be so confident for tomorrow dahil nakita na natin lahat na pwedeng bukas wala na tayong pagkakataon na gawin ang mga bagay na dapat nating ginagawa o dapat gawin. So today, as a minister of the gospel, I am officially, publicly, waging an all-out war, not against false teachers, but against their false teachings, not against the sinners, but against the sin. Hindi laban sa mga nalinlang, pero laban sa panlilinlang. Not against the flesh, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in heavenly places. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. I don't have to defend God. Okay? So, I don't have to defend my Father because surely He can defend Himself. Pero, just for this specific sermon, I am going to defend the credibility of my God against false accusations and false perception of people towards His deity, towards His character, towards His divine plan, and His divine playbook for mankind. Tonight, I just want to give all the glory to my God, our God. One thing that a Christian should learn is to sincerely love even the false teachers, because they too are lost. But part of that love is through exposing them. Part of that love is rebuke so that they could come to the light, so that God willingly ma-realize nila ang kanilang pagkakamali, and once and for all, kilalanin nila ang Diyos kung sino talaga siya. May nagpahiram sa asawa ko ng libro na isinulat ng ating kapatid din sa pananampalataya. Siya ay anak ng head pastor ng isang malaking evangelical charismatic church dito sa Pilipinas. Ang title ng book na isinulat niya ay When a Good God Allows Rape. Na basically ay isang supposed to be a Christian literature na sa tingin ko ay may maganda namang intensyon talaga. But sadly, she failed to support the very main idea or concept na kanyang iprinisinta sa makasalanang utak ng maraming tao. So, the title is When a Good God Allows Rape. Ano ang nararamdaman ninyo ngayon habang sinasabi ko yung title na to? Does it sound okay to you? Kasi pag English talaga yung title, madalas parang okay, no? So, ngayon, I'll try na Tagalogin ko yung title ng libro. So, in Tagalog, yung libro may pinamagatang, Nung pinahintulot ng mabuting Diyos ang panggagahasa. Okay? Ngayon, ano na yung nararamdaman ninyo? Kung wala pa rin, what about this? Nung ipinahintulot ng mabuting Diyos na mag-divorce ang mag-asawa. Or, how about this one? Nung ipinahintulot ng mabuting Diyos ang pagpatay ng sanggol sa sinapupunan. How about this one? Nung ipinahintulot ng mabuting Diyos ang Visconde Massacre. Or this one. Nung ipinahintulot ng mabuting Diyos ang kabaklaan, ang homosexuality. Now, I won't blame if some of you still don't get it for now. Dahil likas sa ating mga, lalo na sa ating mga Pilipino, ang mag-sympathize, no, sa mga nabibiktima ng rape. But whether we admit it or not, okay, whether we admit it or not, maraming pagkakataon na sa buhay natin, na because of emotion, we fail to think and react properly as a person, and most importantly, as a Christian. Yan ang excess baggage na dala natin mula sa pagiging makamundo hanggang sa pagiging Kristiyano natin. Please bear with me tonight because tonight I will attempt to bring a sermon na bagamat common na nating naririnig o napapakinggan, ay hindi pa rin talaga siya completely malinaw sa marami sa atin. You know, I have heard a lot of preachings about this topic, but tonight, I'll do my best, okay? By the grace of God, to bring about all the angles, sides, and the things that we should seriously think about before we accuse God for allowing a specific kind of evil in our life. And in the case of this person na titutukoy ko and her family, they believe that God allowed their daughter to be raped. Pero hindi ko dyan itututok. Of course, hindi sila ang topic, hindi sila ang bida sa sermon na ito. Now, for tonight's midweek service, rather than giving a direct answer to that question, why a good God allows evil to take place, 4 na tanong ang bibigyan natin ng malinaw na sagot. And these 4 questions will also serve as my outline for tonight. Okay, these 4 questions are, first, does God allow evil to happen to us? Second, why does God allow evil to happen to us? Third question, do we have the accountability for the existence of evil in our lives? And fourth, how can we comprehend the approval of God for evil versus human responsibility? Now, to be able to answer these questions, wala tayong ibang dapat gawin kundi bumalik sa Diyos. Dahil hindi ito kayang sagutin ng tao. Hindi tayo pwede mag-rely sa salita ng tao, at mas lalong hindi tayo pwede mag-rely sa paliwanag ng demonyo. We need to go back to the scripture, and most importantly, we need to go back to the nature of our God. Now, mayroon tayong language barrier sa pag-unawa nito dahil ang salitang evil sa Biblia ay may iba't ibang kahulugan. Okay? At kapag tinranslate naman natin ang salitang evil sa Filipino vernacular, ay babagsak naman tayo sa iba't ibang salita. Okay? So, just to make it more appropriate tonight, consistently gagamitin natin ang salitang evil. Okay? To avoid confusion. para general. So bago tayo tumuyong sa apat na tanong na to regarding dito, sa Biblia, mayroong apat na kahulugan ng salitang evil. Okay. First is yung natural evil. Yan, that's very common. Ito ay ang mga kalamidad, karamdaman, at mga nagsasanhi ng karamdaman, katulad ng mga viruses, bacteria. Ito ay bahagi ng evil na may kinalaman sa creation or sa fallen nature ng creation or sa mundong ating ginagalawa na sa whole. Kasabay ng pagbagsak ng tao ay ang pagbagsak din ng creation. From perfect, okay, to corrupted. And the fall of creation affected us to the point of the development of natural diseases and illnesses as well. Kahit gaano ka kayaman, siguradong magkakasakit ka. Siguradong mamamatay ka. Kahit pag-aano mo ingatan ng iyong sarili, you are still subject to infection either by virus, bacteria. Kahit gaano ka kayaman, kahit Kristiyano ka, pwede kang tamaan ng bagyo, pwede kang tamaan ng lindol. Okay? Katulad yan ng kalamidad. No? Tsunami, lindol, heat wave. Ito ay walang pinipili. Lahat ng tao ay pwedeng maapektuhan nito. Therefore, this kind of evil is impersonal, external, dahil nasa labas natin ito, and common to affect everybody at the same time. Damay ang lahat sa sumpa na dulot ng pagsuway ni Eva at Adan. Ang hagupit ng natural evil na ito ay mararanasan natin hanggang sa muling pagbabalik ni Jesus. In Romans chapter 8, ito yung sinasabi that the whole creation groans. Calamity, sickness, is the groaning of creation. Ihinahalin tulad ito sa nanganganak that truly it is going to be very painful and will even be more painful habang papalapit ng papalapit ang pagbabalik ni Jesus. Now, the second kind of evil is yung moral evil. This evil is associated also sa death. Alright? So, hindi katulad ng natural evil, ito naman ay personal. This evil is internal. And bagamat also, okay, common ito to affect everybody, pero hindi sa pagkakataon na sabay-sabay. Okay? This is our personal evil, our personal battle. This is the evil of sin in us and sin in the life of others. Ito ay nasa loob ng tao. At ito ay ang mga kasalanan, pagsuway, kasamaan ng tao, name it. At ito ay pumasok sa sangkatauhan noong lumabag si Eva at Adan sa Diyos. That is why the Bible said that man is naturally evil. Ito ang ating naging likas na katayuan, naging likas na makasalanan at napanlinlang ang puso ng tao. Kaya sabi ni Jeremiah, sa Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately sick. Spiritually na discerned ang tao. Okay? Mark chapter 17 verses 21 to 23. For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, coveting, wickedness, deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within, and they defile a person. Okay? So malinaw yan. Kaya isang malaking kalokohan yung paniniwala ng maraming tao that by nature, people are good. Na yung mga baby daw kapag pinapanganak, originally, ang kanilang state ay good, perfect, malinis, parang bond paper na nadudumihan lang sila habang sila ay lumalaki dahil sa paligid, dahil sa impluensya. But in Psalm 58 verse 3, sinasabi dyan that the wicked are estranged from the womb, though these who speak lies go astray from birth. How true is this? Of course, it is true. All of us lied. Okay? Lying, I think it is the very common sin to all, no? Of course, lahat common, but ito yung pinaka nakikita natin na common sa maraming tao. It's easy for everybody to lie. Ngayon, this moral evil is in all of us. Noong hindi pa tayo naliligtas, ay tinatawag na reigning sin ang mga yan. Naghahari pa sa atin ang mga kasalanan na ito. Alipin tayo nito. As it is written in John chapter 8:34, Jesus answered them, "Truly, truly, I say to you, everyone who commits sin is a slave to sin. Same in Romans chapter 6 verse 6. We know that our old self was crucified with Him in order that the body of sin might be brought to nothing, so that we would no longer be enslaved to sin. Pero nung tayo ay naligtas na, hindi na ito naghahari sa atin. Gayunpaman, ang moral evil na ito ay nananatili pa rin sa atin. But this time, these are no longer reigning, but rather remaining. Remaining sin, which means we are still capable of committing the same sins from mild to heinous. And we are so informed and taught about this as the doctrine of total depravity. Apostle Paul in his letter to the Church of Rome said this, Rome chapter 7 verse 14 to 20, For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am of flesh, sold into bondage to sin. For what I am doing, I do not understand. For I am not practicing what I would like to do, but I am doing the very thing I hate. But if I do the very thing I do not want to do, I agree with the law, confessing that the law is good. So now, no longer am I the one doing it, but sin which dwells in me. But if, in verse 20, but if I am doing the very same thing I do not want, I am no longer the one doing it, but the sin which dwells in me. This is the remaining sin. At dahil wala na yung paghahari ng kasalanan sa atin, mayroon ng resistance. Okay? Because still, sin remains in us. And that sin is evil. It is moral evil. We can't be so confident about this. Dahil malakas pa rin ang impluensya ng evil na ito. Dahil corrupted pa rin ang ating katawan, hindi pa rin magkasundo ang ating physical na katawan at ang espiritu na sumasa atin ngayon. That is why Jesus Christ Himself explicitly taught in Matthew chapter 5 verses 29 to 30 that if your right eye makes you stumble, tear it out and throw it from you. For it is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. If your right hand makes you stumble, cut it off and throw it from you. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for the whole body to go into hell. Of course, ito ay hindi isang literal instruction. Pero ipinapakita lamang dito yung gravity ng struggle ng tao against moral evil, and alongside to that is the intense effort that a believer must do to battle against it. Dahil napakamapamansaala ng evil na ito sa ating mga buhay at maging sa buhay ng iba. Now, the third kind of evil is the supernatural evil. Yung pwersa ng demonic forces, demonic beings. This evil manifests spiritually, and its goal was made clear in the Bible, which is to kill, steal, and destroy. In Revelation chapter 12, nalaman natin that one-third of the angels fell from heaven with their very famous leader, Lucifer or Satan. At ang buong pwersa nila ay ibinuhos nila noong mag-umpisa na ang ministry ni Jesus Christ. Nakita natin how the forces of evil joined forces in putting Christ to death sa pinaka-kahiya-hiya at pinaka-masakit na paraan. Nakita din natin sa Biblia that this supernatural evil can even possess people. Although, mahirap mapatunayan sa panahon ngayon, okay? Sa panahon natin ngayon, whether a demonic possession is caused by evil spirit or simply a matter of psychological disorder. Okay? They influence people to commit the unimaginable horrors in life. The most horrific crime na pwede mong maisip. Mga bagay na hindi mo akalain na magagawa ng isang tao. And the last kind of evil in the Bible, actually this is the most the worst evil of all. And this is the evil of hell. The evil of eternal damnation. Yan ang pinaka nakakatakot na evil sa lahat. It is the evil of being proven guilty in the court of God and not being justified because of their rejection of Christ. Yan ang walang hanggang pagdurusa sa impyerno ng tao. This is the worst evil that could come to anybody. Kaya ko ito nililinaw sa inyo ngayon, bago tayo tumungo sa major points ng aking sermon, ay upang maunawaan nating mabuti ang lahat ng evil na pinagdaraanan, okay, at pinagdaanan at pinagdaraanan ng tao. Yung mga evil na kinalagyan noon at kinalalagyan ngayon ng tao ay umiikot lamang sa mga evil na ito. Lahat ng hindi magagandang nangyayari sa ating buhay ay related sa mga evil na ito, including bankruptcy, accident, broken homes and relationships, serious diseases, and such. Now, I just want to make it clear, and gusto ko lang din na bago tayo magpatuloy, ay magkasundo tayong lahat. Okay? Magkasundo tayo that evil do exist. Okay? That should be very clear na nag-i-exist talaga ang evil. The easiest way to comprehend the evil is to accept that they exist and that they will continually affect all of our lives, both Christians and even non-Christians. Now, let's go to the first question for my first point. The first question is, does God allow evil to happen to us? Now, the answer is very simple. And that's a very simple yes. If hindi ang Diyos ang nag-aalaw ng evil sa mundo, then sino? Ang sino mga tao na naniniwala na hindi Diyos ang nag-aalaw o nagbibigay ng approval sa evil sa mundong ito, ay hindi rin naniniwala na soberano ang Diyos. If anyone would think that they are honoring God for believing that God is incapable of allowing evil to exist and operate, that person is actually dishonoring God and probably worshiping a different God. So sa Biblia, malinaw na ang Diyos ay soberano. 1 Chronicles chapter 29 verses 11 to 13, sabi diyan, yours, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty. Indeed, everything that is in the heavens and the earth, yours is the dominion, O Lord. You exalt yourself as head over all. Both riches and honor come from you, and you rule over all. And in your hand is power and might, and it lies in your hand to make great, okay? To make great, to strengthen everyone. Same in Psalm chapter 115 verse 3. But our God is in the heavens. He does whatever He pleases. Daniel chapter 4 verse 25. All the inhabitants of the earth are accounted as nothing, but He does according to His will in the host of heaven and among the inhabitants of earth, and no one can ward off His hand or say to Him, what have you done? Now, is God in control of evil? Exodus chapter 4 verse 11. The Lord said to him, who has made man's mouth? Or who makes him mute or deaf? Or seeing or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Psalm chapter 105 verse 16. And he called for a famine upon the land. He broke the whole staff of bread. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 37 to 38. Who is there who speak and it comes to pass, unless the Lord has commanded it? Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that both good and ill go forth? So malinaw that evil exists and God exists. Okay? So malinaw. Evil exists, God exists. At malinaw din sa Biblia na ang Diyos ay soberano and God is totally in control. No question about that. Okay? Walang dapat magtalunan and hopefully walang malabo so far. Now, to my second point, why does God allow evil to happen to us? Naunawaan ko at sana ay naunawaan din ninyo na walang sino man ang makakaalam at makauunawa ng eksaktong pag-iisip ng Diyos pagdating sa tanong na ito. Napakaliit at napakalimitado lamang ng utak ng tao kung ikukumpara sa Diyos. Wala tayong kakayanan na arukin ang pag-iisip ng Diyos, alamin ang kanyang intensyon to the smallest detail. Bagamat may mga bagay na binigyang linaw sa atin ng Diyos sa pamamagitan ng mga propeta at lalo na sa pamamagitan ni Jesus, at kanyang mga apostol. So balit sa kabila nito, ay hindi pa rin natin maikakaila ang katotohanan na napakaraming bagay ang dapat ay iiwan o dapat ay ipaubaya na lamang natin sa Diyos. Dahil sasabog lang ang ating utak. No? Pero hindi pa rin talaga natin malalaman kung ano ang nasa isip niya. Kahit ilang beses natin hulaan yan, kahit ilang beses tayo mag-assume, hindi natin malalaman ano ang bawat detalye na nakapaloob, okay, sa kanyang divine playbook. According to Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 29, the secret things belong to our God. Romans chapter 9, verse 18, so then He has mercy on whom He desires, and He hardens whom He desires. Ito ang katotohanan na hindi matanggap ng marami. Okay? Kaya nagki-create sila o nag-create na lang sila ng kani-kanilang mga Diyos, okay, na 100% nila maiintindihan, 100% rational sa kanilang pangunawa, at 100% reasonable sa kanilang pananaw. A God that is so predictable, okay, ang pagkilos ng Diyos na kanilang nilikha, okay, ay naiintindihan nila ng eksakto. Okay? At ang pagkilos ng Diyos na ito, na nilikha ng kanilang makasalanang pag-iisip, ay dapat palaging aprobado sa kanilang pamantayan, sa pamantayan ng tao. Gayunpaman, bilang mga anak niya, ay ipinakilala niya ang kanyang sarili sa atin. Kaya kahit papaano, ay nauunawaan natin ang damdamin ng Diyos. At ang ilan sa kanyang pagkilos sa ating buhay. Unang-una na dyan ay ang pagkilos ng Diyos para sa ating kaligtasan. Right? Malinaw na malinaw ang actions ng Diyos towards salvation. Ang kanyang pamamaraan para tayo ay maligtas mula sa kanyang puot, at iyan ay ang sa pamamagitan ni Jesus. Ganon din ang damdamin ng Diyos towards evil, towards sin. Ayaw niya ito. Ayaw niya ng kasalanan. At ayaw at hindi ito nagpapasaya sa kanya. Bagkus ay puot lamang ang hatid ng kasalanan, ng evil sa Diyos. Maging ang question na, bakit inaalaw ng Diyos ang evil sa ating buhay, ay maaari nating partially maintindihan. Pero again, hindi ito kailanman magiging perpekto and magiging accurate because we do not have the mind of God. The Holy Spirit in us can only convict us by heart on the overall purpose. Okay? Overall purpose or the general perspective ng existence ng evil. Now, to answer this second question, we have to go back to the basic. Who is God according to the Bible? Ano ang nature ng Diyos? Dahil ang unang malinaw na dahilan kung bakit niya inaalaw ang evil ay in relation to His divine nature. To His nature. Nalalaman nga natin that God is righteous. Nalaman na natin yan, naunawaan natin dyan, and God is just. In Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 17, sabi dyan, God, who is not partial and takes no bribe. So malinaw na God is an impartial God. Bakit? Dahil ang Diyos natin ay hindi nagbabago-bago ng pag-iisip at desisyon. Hindi siya nagbabago-bago ng plano. Hindi siya mutable. Our God is an immutable God. Kasalanan na isipin na ang Diyos ay natututo lamang din sa kanyang pagkakamali, kaya nagbabago-bago siya ng isip. Yan ang laman ng false teaching on progressive revelation. If you have heard this false teaching, the progressive revelation, na dapat ay iwaksi natin sa ating mga kaisipan. Now, it is reasonable to believe that the manifestation of evil in our lives could be a result of the offense, going against His nature. Every time we go against His nature, go against God's righteousness, go against the law of God, you will probably or possibly expect to reap evil. This is what we commonly understand as consequences. Ang law o batas ng lupa ay worldly reflection of God's law. Okay? Subukan mong lumabag sa batas. Diba? Makukulong ka. Posible kang makulong. Pwede kang mapahamak, pwede kang mapatay. And many comprehend these consequences as evil to them. But they're just simply consequences of which inaalaw ng Diyos for a reason. In the first place, okay, violating God's law is evil itself already. Going against the nature of God is evil itself already. God will deal each and every offense that man commit, and evil is an instrument of the Lord. Make this felt, okay? Instrument of the Lord, and this is felt by the rebellious humanity. In Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9 to 11, know therefore that the Lord your God, He is God, the faithful God, who keeps His covenant, who keeps His covenant and His loving kindness to 1,000 generations with those who love Him and keep His commandments, but repays to those who hate Him to their faces to destroy them. He will not delay with him who hates Him. He will repay him to his face. Therefore, we have to keep His commandments. Okay? So, makakatulog na tayo sa gabi ng mahimbing, knowing that God indeed keeps His promises. His words, His covenant, His protection, but also His justice to disobedience. Walang duda na mayroong dalawang uri ng parusa ang Diyos, and yan yung eternal punishment, the punishment in hell, and the temporal punishment. 2 Kings chapter 17 verse 25. At the beginning, nakita natin to. At the beginning of their living there, they did not fear the Lord. Therefore, the Lord sent lions among them which killed some of them. Okay? Now maybe some of you will disagree na nagpapunish ang Diyos dito sa lupa. We could just simply agree to disagree to the term punishment. But if we look at the Bible, makikita natin that indeed God take action. Okay? He takes action. We saw it many times in God's dealing with Israel, okay? With the Jews, with summary in Deuteronomy chapter 8. If you will read chapter 8 verse 11 to 16. Yun yung summary ng pagdeal, no? We saw it in the life of Job, how God dealt with Job. We saw it in the life of David. We saw it in the life of Paul. We saw it in the life of Peter. Pero ang pagkilos na ito ng Diyos ay pwede rin natin makita bilang disiplina. Now, dito nagkaiba ang evil na nangyayari sa unbelievers at sa mga believers. Because to us, we comprehend that this evil, okay, na nangyayari sa atin ay God's discipline. But to them, okay, it's punishment. To us, these are just simply reminders. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 11 to 12, napakaganda nito. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline and do not resent His rebuke, because the Lord disciplines those He loves, as a father the son He delights in. Diba napakasarap pakinggan? So, yung unang possible reason why God allows evil is for punishment, okay, sa mga unbelievers, sa mga before, no, to the unbelievers, and discipline or reminders to His children. Now, meron pang pangatlong reason, possible reason, which is the most important and the definite reason, at kung bakit niya inaalaw ang evil na mag-take place sa mundo, sa ating buhay. But that reason, I will reserve that for the closing or the ending of my sermon para meron akong airport na lalandingan, kasi ayaw ko magmistula akong paikot-ikot na airplano dito sa Himpapawid tapos wala akong paglalandingan. So I will reserve that last reason why God allow evil. Now, let's proceed to the third and fourth point of the question. Ito yung bonus part of the sermon. Ito yung mga questions na pinaniniwalaan kong importanteng isama natin sa usapin na ito. Okay? And this question is this: are we also responsible or accountable for the existence of evil in our lives? And the answer is a definitive yes. Dahil kung wala tayong responsibility or accountability sa evil sa ating buhay, then dapat ang tingin sa atin ng Diyos ay mga victims. Kaso hindi eh. God looked at us as offenders. We are violators of law. We are violators of His laws, of His precepts. Hindi mo makikita kahit saan sa Biblia na tiningnan tayo ng Diyos bilang mga biktima. In the first place, ang sumpa ng Diyos ay dumaloy sa atin mula sa paglabag ni Adan, and the curse paved the way for evil to enter creation. Sin is the cause of all evil. And napakalinaw sa Biblia that we were held accountable, not Satan, not Satan, but us. Kasi si Satan, evil na talaga siya. Evil na talaga siya. Nature na niya yun talaga. Kaya nga walang salvation for him. Walang salvation para sa mga fallen angels eh. Okay? Because they are by nature, evil na talaga sila. Gusto kong bigyan diin sa ating lahat na ang mga bagay na nasa Diyos, okay, ay sa Diyos lamang. At dahil siya ay all-knowing, soberano, at lahat ay nasa ilalim ng kanyang control, tanging siya lamang ang nakaalam o nakakaalam kung ano ang purpose ng evil na dinaranas natin. On the other hand, sa level naman ng tao, God gave us the things that we should be focusing on to, okay? Things that we should be focusing our understanding as well. Just by using our common sense and basic understanding of things around us, malinaw natin na makikita that most evil in this world ay may kinalaman sa kapabayaan ng tao. Na may kinalaman sa kagagawan ng tao. Sa will ng tao. We are responsible in obtaining and the transmission of viruses and bacteria and other diseases. We are accountable in killing. Kaya nga murder ang tawag dyan kasi premeditated, pinaghandaan, pinagplanuhan. Responsible tayo sa paglaganap ng droga at sugal na dalawang major culprit ng mga crimes. Responsible tayo kahit pa nga sa yung kahirapan ng buhay natin na nararanasan natin ngayon at ng maraming tao. Accountable din tayo dyan. Aminin man natin o hindi, sino ba ang nag-decide na baliwalain ang edukasyon? Sino ba ang nag-decide na mag-asawa ng maaga? Sino ba ang nag-decide sa karir mo ngayon? Sa careers natin ngayon? Sino ba ang nag-decide na abusuhin mo ang katawan mo nung kabataan mo? Sino ba ang nag-decide na maghangad ka ng mga bagay na hindi sa'yo? Kaya ka nag-fail. Sino ba ang namili ng taong mga sasamahan mo? Sino ba ang nagdesisyon sa kung sino ang aasawahin mo o natin? Basically, we brought this evil in our lives, yung mga nararanasan natin. The Bible gave us clear instructions kung paano tayo makakapamuhay ng malayo sa mga evil na ito. Okay? Even instructed us to get away from sin, wickedness, and people. God has given us all the guidelines we need so that evil won't come to us. Kaya nga, conflict talaga to accuse God of allowing rape. Napaka-conflicting yun, napaka-accusing yun that you think that God is allowing rape. Okay? Kasi ayaw niya nun. Okay? Ayaw niya ng fornication, ayaw niya na ma-indulge ang sino man dito. But although mayroong half-truth sa ganong claim that God allowed, pero ang pangit talagang pakinggan, ang pangit talagang tingnan na ini-specified mo yung mga bagay nito. Sino bang nag-decide magsuot ng damit ng mga nakaka-trigger? Okay, nakaka-akit. Na nakaka-trigger ng evil sa utak ng puso at isip ng tao. Tapos pag naghahasa ka na molest ka, sabihin mo, biktima ka. Sino ba ang hindi nag-iingat sa pag-uwi ng late? Sino ba ang hindi nag-iingat sa mga lugar na pinupuntahan niya? God gave us free will to decide for ourselves so we could take care of ourselves. Yes, God is sovereign, but He is so sovereign na hindi niya vina-violate yung will ng tao. Okay, naturally. So, partly, we are responsible sa mga evil na nangyari sa ating buhay. Sino ba nagpabaya sa anak? Sino ba nagpabaya sa ating mga anak? Sino ba nagpabaya sa pamilya? Kaya naging magulo yung pamilya, kinalaunan. Sino bang hindi naging maingat sa pagpapasok ng iba-ibang tao sa kanilang bahay? Bilang magulang, ako as a father, I know, pananagutan natin ang ilayo sa panganib ang ating mga anak. At protektahan sila sa pamamagitan ng ibayong pag-iingat, lalo pat kung alam natin na maaari silang maging puntirya ng masasamang loob. Ang problema kasi, ang tao, at times of the existence of evil, we always try to play victim instead of being the culprit, being negligent and irresponsible. Feeling natin tayo lagi biktima. Parang lahat ng tao iniisip that they deserve the best from God. Kasi inosente sila. Na? Wala nang inosente ngayon. Na? I have a 4-year-old son and he's not innocent at all. Na? Mas matalino pa nga sila sa atin eh. That they don't deserve, sabi ng iba, that they do not deserve evil to happen to them. There's even a book that has a title na ang title niya is When Bad Things Happen to Good People. Unlike the book of this lady or girl na nagsulat ng When a Good God Allows Rape, nasuportahan ng author ng librong ito, yung When Bad Things Happen to Good People, yung content, ng content in connection to its title. Now, my struggle on this new book, is the title also. Because, who is good? Sinong mabuti? Sinong matuwid? Sinong mabuti? Okay? Proverbs chapter 20 verse 6. Many a man proclaims his own loyalty, but who can find a trustworthy man? Proverbs chapter 20 verse 9. Who can say, I have cleansed my heart, I am pure from my sin? And of course, the ever popular verse in Romans, that there is no righteous, no not one. Madalas ang maraming tao ay dinadaya ang kanilang sarili na sila ay mabuti o matuwid, kaya grabe sila magsalita sa Diyos once evil take place in their life. No? Bakit kaya may mga tao nagsasabi, nagko-complain, bakit ito nangyayari sa akin? Anong nagawa ko? We just watch a Christian movie this afternoon and this person na dumanas ng katakot-takot na pagsubok na matay ang kanyang asawa, even boldly question God, bakit nangyayari sa akin ito? Naging matapat naman ako sa iyo. Ang question, sinong matapat? Mahirap bang paminsan-minsan ay lumuhod tayo sa Diyos, lalo na at mga Kristiyano naman na tayo, at hingin sa Diyos na paalalahanan tayo kung mayroong bang mali sa ating ginagawa? Kung mayroon tayong ibinibigay sa Diyos ba na hindi naman katanggap-tanggap sa Kanya? Na ipakita sa atin ng Diyos na baka yung righteousness na taglay natin ay self-righteousness lang pala. At baka tayo yung tinutukoy ni Pablo sa Romans chapter 10 verse 3 na tapos hindi pala natin alam. Ano sabi niya sa Romans chapter 10, verse 3? For not knowing about God's righteousness and seeking to establish their own, they did not subject themselves to the righteousness of God. To make it short, may mga tao talagang nagiging matuwid para sa sarili nila. Baka dinadaya natin ang ating mga sarili. You know what? Nauunawaan ito ni Haring David. In Psalm chapter 139, verse 23 to 24, sabi diyan, Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive was in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Ngayon, malinaw na sa atin that, number 1, evil exists, but God is sovereign and in control. He allows evil to take place in our lives, but on the other hand, we are also responsible for this existence. Now, for the last question, for the fourth question, how can we comprehend, the approval of God for evil versus our human responsibility or accountability? The answer for that is, we can't. Okay? Hindi natin kaya. It is very impossible for us to comprehend kung anong relasyon ng dalawang yan. Walang paraan para exactly maunawaan natin bakit inaalaw ng Diyos ang evil sa buhay natin. All we can do, actually, is assume and understand it in general perspective, but not in specific. Why? Because we do not have the mind of God. Our body, our mind remain on fallen state. Now, I'll give you this point. Ang analogies, metaphors, allegory, and other figures of speech ay kapaki-pakinabang sa pangangaral. These are very helpful sa pagtuturo. Pero kapag naging major instrument na ito sa paghahatid ng salita ng Diyos, ay dangerous na rin ito. Dahil mas malaki ang possibility na instead na ito ay magbigay linaw, ay magbigay kalabuan pa ito sa dapat na ay simple lang naman talaga dapat. Kung sa Matthew chapter 4 verse 6, ay nakita natin si Satanas na sinubukang gumamit mismo ng salita ng Diyos para linlangin si Jesus, ay siguradong gagamitin din niya ang mga figures of speech na ito sa paraan ng pagtuturo upang iligaw naman niya ang maraming tao. Gayunpaman, huwag natin kalimutan na nagmula sa Diyos ang talino at kakayanan at lahat ng uri ng talento. And binigay niya ito, given for the purpose of Him. Now, if the devil na hindi naman author ng talino, ng skills at talent, ay kayang gamitin ito, how much more God, who provided such, can use this for His glory. Now, why am I saying this? Because in Bible interpretation, meron tayong tinatawag na antinomy. Ito ay isang napakalaking tulong para maunawaan natin ang ilang mahalagang katuruan sa Biblia. This tool actually gives an end to the unending inquiry of our futile and sinful mind. Antinomy serves as the dead end para tumigil na tayo sa pagtatanong sa ilang issues na malinaw naman na ang sagot, kaso nga lang ang hirap talaga tanggapin. Now, antinomy simply refers to a real or apparent mutual incompatibility of two laws. Let me borrow the explanation of J.I. Packer from his book, Evangelism and Sovereignty of God. Sabi diyan, An antinomy exists when a pair of principles stand side by side, seemingly irreconcilable yet both undeniable. Now, the best example for this is the principle or the truth about light, ilaw, no? According to physics, there is cogent evidence that light is composed of waves. And equally cogent evidence that light is also consists of particles. Now, waves and particles are two different things. There is no way that they could be reconciled to exist together at the same time. Imposibleng pagkasunduin sa isip natin na pwedeng magsama ang dalawang ito, pero hindi mo din pwede itanggi ang alinman dito. So, there is really a mystery about light. Ito naisip ko lang that even the very first thing God ordered to exist is already difficult for us to comprehend. Even light alone became a mirror of our limitation, ignorance, and futility. At mas lalo pa yan naging evident when Jesus Christ, the light, came. Right? Madami ang hindi nakaintindi. The common antinomy in the Bible ay yung God's work through salvation. Yan, example din ng antinomy yan. God's work through salvation and human responsibility to evangelize. If Diyos ang nagliligtas, bakit pa tayo mag-i-evangelize? Conflicting in our mind, but that is perfect in the mind of God. Another example is salvation, na ang turo ng Bible ay by grace, not by works. Pero bakit natin kailangan pamaniwala? Why do we have to believe? No? conflict to us, but perfect in the mind of God. Ngayon, ang usapin ng sovereignty of God over evil versus our human responsibility ay isang uri ng antinomy. Totoo na sovereign ng Diyos, totoo na inaalaw ng Diyos ang evil, totoo din that God is fully and solely in control over everything. Pero, on the other hand, totoo din na may responsibility tayo. All over the scripture, malinaw that God held us accountable to the existence of evil. Regardless kung anong evil ito, we are accountable. But let me give one incident in the Bible that both of this existed at the same time. Yung will ng Diyos at yung accountability ng tao. Open your Bible in Isaiah chapter 10, verses 5 to 13. Hindi ko na babasahin, mahaba yan but basahin nyo na yan later. Dito, ginamit ng Diyos ang Assyria para parusahan ang godless Israel. At pagkatapos, pinarusahan naman niya ang Assyria sa ginawa nito sa Israel. Inalaw ng Diyos dito ang evil sa Israel by way of Assyrians. Sila yung instrument ng evil. Siya yung instrument ng evil, itong Assyrians ito, against Israel. And then, God counted the very same act against the Assyrians. Now, how in the world can we comprehend this? No way. No way. Now, does God allow evil to happen to us? Yes. Simply because He is sovereign. And if He does not allow that to happen, who else does? Who else will? But why does God allow each and every evil to happen or take place? Nobody knows. But in Isaiah chapter 55 verse 8, sabi dyan, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 11, sabi dyan, "He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, He has put eternity into man's heart, yet so that he cannot find out what God has done from the beginning to the end." Now, nasagot na natin yung 4 na tanong and 4 na points ko for this sermon. Now, my brothers and sisters, as children of God, we have the duty to carry out God's character. Okay? We have the duty to carry out God's character. And part of that character, excuse me inom lang ako tubig. Hello, yeah. And, wala. So, wala. And part of that's character, parang nawala yung sounds natin. Hello? Yeah. And part of that character is being just or the willingness to let justice take place. May sound ba? Nawala ba yung sound natin? May sound ba tayo? Ha? Wait parang nawala yung sound natin. Sorry. Wait lang po. Huwag na nawala yung sound natin. Wait. Nawala po ba yung sounds? Chat nga tayo. May sounds ba? Hello? Ha? Hello? Hello? Nawala ba? Ano ba sounds?
Sana po sa inyong...
Okay, tanggalin na natin yung ano.
Nawala po ba yung sounds?
Okay. Meron pala. Sorry. Akala ko nawala. Sorry. Okay. So sabi ko kanina, as children of God, we have the duty to carry out God's character. Okay? And part of that character is being just or the willingness to let justice take place. Okay? Kailangan natin ipakita na tayo ay against sa evil ng mundong ito. Napaka-importante nito dahil unlike them who do not understand the gravity of sin and what it does to people or to us, naiintindihan natin ngayon na yung laki ng epekto nito sa buong sangkatauhan. Now, hindi dapat tayo nag-hold back sa ating pakikipaglaban sa evil because our God hates it. Now, I am about to land the airplane on this sermon by giving you um, the third reason. No? Yung third reason why God allowed evil to happen to us. Nilinaw ng Biblia ng mabuti na hindi natin lubos na maiintindihan why God allows such evil to take place. But by reading the entire book, the entire Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, makikita natin ang isang definite reason why God allowed evil to take place. Are you ready? And that is because by the existence of evil, God will be glorified the way He should be glorified. We owe our new life to the Lord. Now, dahil mayroong mga Kristiyano na tumatayo against abortion, against genocide, against divorce, against homosexuality, tumatayo against pornography, against all kinds of evil, God is glorified. That's one way. Because of evil, people realize that there is God. And they desperately run to God. And instantly, nare-recognize nila that only a good and powerful God can take them out or take them away, okay, from evil. Only God can provide the escape. Noon ngayon, di ba, COVID? Tingnan mo Facebook nyo. Have you seen friends of yours na hindi naman Christians pero grabe ang tawag sa Diyos, di ba? Grabe yung pananampalataya sa Diyos. God is glorified. Tumatakbo ang tao sa Diyos kapag may evil or calamity. Tumatakbo ang tao sa Diyos during the attack of evil in morality. Tumatakbo ang tao sa Diyos during the attack of evil in our thoughts. At higit sa lahat, tumatakbo ang tao sa Diyos for the fear of evil, of hell. A lot of people run to God because they want to escape hell. They want to know paano sila hindi mapupunta sa impyerno. Where there is great evil, doon din natin nakikita, o doon din nakikita ng tao, kung gaano kabuti ang Diyos. Dahil sa pagliligtas and pag-rescue ng Diyos sa kanila, kahit paalam ng Diyos that most of their prayers are actually empty, God is glorified. Now, my last comment sa book na When a Good God Allows Rape is the wrong use of word. It's the wrong use of word. It's the wrong use of title. Hindi dapat niya tinumbok ang isang uri ng kasalanan para ibato ito sa Diyos. Because that won't bring glory to God. Can you just imagine, hindi naman lahat ng bumibili ng libro, binabasa yung libro, right? Hindi naman lahat ng naglalakad sa bookshelf o bookstores nagbumibili ng libro. And once they see this, when a good God allows rape, how do you think would it affect the personality or the credibility of God? Ang isang Kristiyano ay dapat maging maingat sa pagpapakilala ng Diyos sa ibang tao. Kailangan tayo maging maingat how we present God to others, okay? Our job is to bring the Lord to people and not to confuse with acts appealing to the emotion. Our job as Christians is to direct people to eternal destiny and not to feed them with false hopes and pain relievers which are not good and not helpful sa buhay ng isang Kristiyano. We need more than that for this battle. We need more than that. Ang kailangan ng tao ay matibay na pundasyon na nakatayo sa salita ng Diyos. Ang Diyos na pinananampalatayaan ko ay nagtutuwid ng kanyang mga anak, nagdidisiplina. And bilang mga anak, gusto natin iyon. Gustong-gusto natin yung panalangin ni David na, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy staff and thy rod, they comfort me. Nakita nyo yan? Staff and rod. Puro mga simbolo yan ng pagdidisiplina. But rape, massacre, and other sinful act is not the means of God for discipline. I may be wrong, but I don't want to No, in my heart, I can't believe on that. It will violate His nature if He will use the same things that He hates. Now, why God allows such horrible things to happen to some people? Walang nakakaalam kung sinong kahabagan ng Diyos. Walang nakakaalam kung sinong kanyang paparusahan. At walang nakakaalam kung kaninong will ang kanyang panghihimasukan at sino ang kanyang pababayaan. Kaya the lesson here is to cling to God. Lumapit tayo palagi sa Diyos. Sa Kanya tayo palaging kumapit, hindi after the evil in our life. No? Kumapit tayo sa Kanya dahil yun lang ang ating pag-asa. Yun lang ang ating security against evil of this world. Hindi ko talaga alam paano, tatapusin eksaktong ito because there's a lot of things to be said for this topic. But, ginawa ko kasi ito 1 week itong sermon na to. But just last Monday, I was so worried how to end this sermon. Nung nanonood kami ng pamilya ko ng Pilgrim Progress, narinig ko yung sabi doon, sin is the cause of evil, but where there is great evil, God's the goodness of the King abounds more. If the Bible says that where there is great sin, grace abounds more. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay sa likod ng pinaka-nakakatakot, pinaka-mapaminsala at pinaka-karumal-dumal na evil sa buhay natin ay ang isang mabuting Diyos na naghihintay para sa atin. Isang Diyos na patuloy na magpapakita ng pagmamahal, awa at pag-asa sa likod ng bawat evil na tumatama sa ating buhay. Kaya bilang isang Kristiyano, hindi naman talaga mahalaga na masagot natin ang tanong kung bakit inaalaw ng Diyos na mangyaring evil sa atin. That's not relevant anymore. Ang mahalaga ay dahil may pangako tayong pinanghahawakan na ang mundong ito ay magwawakas, masisira, pero tayo ay mabubuhay muli at mabubuhay tayo magpakailanman sa piling ng ating Ama na siyang lumikha sa atin. Sabi ng mga unbelievers, sabi ng mga unbelievers na life daw, ang buhay is a matter of perspective. But we Christians say that life is a matter of truth. Sabi ng unbelievers, faith is a matter of what you believe in. We Christians say that it's a matter of the object of our faith. But kapag Christian ka na, this is where the perspective become material. Kaya nga may instruction that we should not conform. Kaya nga may instruction to lay up our treasures on heavenly things because that's where our perspective should be focusing to. Kapag Christian ka na, dapat na rin nagmamatter kung ano ang pinaniniwalaan mo dahil maraming darating na distractions na kapag nalihis ka sa kung ano ang dapat mong paniwalaan, magdudusa ka pa rin dito sa lupa kahit Kristiyano ka na. Even the elect can be deceived. And it means suffering. Nung nalaman ng mother ko na nag-MMA ako before, para lang makapag-aral, because yung pag-mix martial arts yun yung means ko para makapag-college, sobrang natakot siya kasi she knows how physically weak I was from birth. I have weak lungs, I have weak heart. Kaya ako nag-excel sa music kasi yun lang ang pwede kong gawin. Kaya medyo magaling ako sa music Medyo lang, Hanggang sa paglaki ko, dala ko yung fear na every time ako tatakbo ng mabilis o makikipag-grappling ako, makikipag-sparring ako, grabe yung lakas ng tibok ng puso ko. Sobrang lakas tumibok to. Naririnig nga to ng katabi ko Mabilis ako mapagod. Tapos uupo na lang ako niyan habang pinakikinggan ko yung bilis ng tibok ng puso ko while being covered up with fear na baka anytime tumigil na lang yung puso ko sa pagtibok. I never really overcome that fear. I lived with that fear for 20 years. I was always scared that my heart would stop anytime. Kaya during my last fight about 8 years ago in Boracay, nag-voluntary quit ako. During laban niya na actually yung laban, siguradong panalo na ako But because of the fear and because of something that, meron kasi something inside me na nagsasabing enough na, all of a sudden, I knew na wala na akong purpose lumaban. Na wala pala talaga akong purpose bakit ako lumalaban. And after 1 month na pangyayaring yon, I became a Christian in Bicol. That's the time na tinawag ako ng Panginoon. Now, last year was the most terrible year in my life. Yung panic disorder syndrome ko ng high school came back after more than 2 decades. I made the worst mistakes in my life as a Christian. And I got very serious, pero at nagkaroon pa ako ng serious knee injury. Okay? But you know what? When all these things came to me, dito ko napatunayan na Kristiyano na talaga ako. Because ni isang question sa Diyos on why all of it happened, ay hindi ko tinanong sa Kanya. Totoo nga yan, habang nangyayari yung mga bagay na to sa akin, isa-isa, for some reason, deep inside my heart, I knew that God is up to something. Hindi siya malinaw. Up until now, hindi nga siya malinaw eh. And there is this great joy na hindi maipaliwanag coming from a conviction that God is on the process of fixing something in my life. Evil na maituturing yung mga nangyari sa akin. Lahat yon evil yon. But I was completely aware that I have responsibilities for what happened. I offended Him big time, and all I did was to say sorry to God. To my wife, to my family, to the precious people na pinadala sa akin ng Diyos, pero hindi ko pinahalagahan. Napuputukan ng mga paputok New Year ng 2020, and I was there lying, with swollen knees, and hindi nga ako makalakad. Now, being in the field of sports and rehabilitation, yan kasi yung work ko po, I have the idea already. I had the idea of what life awaits me ahead, due to that injury. What lies ahead, my business, kasi yung business ko inline din sa fitness and lifestyle, coach po ako, so paano ako makakapagturo. What lies ahead of me as a father, as a husband, and as a leader of this house, of this family. Pero sabihin nyo ng mayabang ako, but I cannot lie right now. I am so proud to say that I was able to speak the same words Apostle Paul said, that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. That all things work together for good for them that love God and called according to His purpose. That all things are possible. God gave me the strength to overcome, and for that alone, I'm pretty sure that my God was glorified. That time, I only had one plea to God. You know what's that? Sabi ko, Lord, just give me the chance to kneel. Bigyan mo ulit ako ng pagkakataon na makaluhod. Yun lang ang prayer ko. I didn't care about money. I didn't care about my work. I didn't care about anything else. All I wanted to do, to be able to do, is to kneel. I knew that it's closely impossible na makaluhod ulit ako, na makalakad ulit ako, na makapag-rollerblades ulit ako, and makapag-ice skates ulit ako kasi yun ang bonding namin ng family ko eh. During those times, na kahit umatching lang ako halos nang maluha na ako sa sakit. During those times na bigla-bigla na lang ako inaatake ng panic syndrome, na para akong mamamatay. Wala akong ibang sinasabi sa Diyos maliban sa, Lord, kung isa sa mga paa ko ang hindi na normal, kung hindi na ako makalakad ng normal, at least now, hindi na ako makakalimot that I need Him as my other leg. Though alam ko naman that most of the time, He is actually the one carrying me. At that point, pwede na ako mag-assume na kung anong purpose ng Diyos for allowing those evil, but I didn't. I knew in my heart that I just have to leave it up all to God and focus on what I need to do. How to conduct my life before Him. 2019 was the end of another chapter in my life and a beginning of a new one. 2020. Now, my knees, yung tuhod na yon, it's no longer 100%, but I can already walk properly. I can already run. I can play rollerblades. Mabilis pa rin yung tibok ng puso ko from time to time kapag napapagod ng husto. Pero this time, pagkatapos ko tumakbo, o kapag napapagod ako, habang pinakikinggan ko yung tibok ng puso ko malakas, what I hear is the perfect music. I listen to my heart and it sounds like music. You know, the music, my heartbeat, that the music na, ito yung I can already listen with a smile as if I am listening to the best music God ever created. That's the music of my heartbeat. That's the music of a heart na dati ay heart of stone and now becomes a heart of flesh. I can feel more alive today than before, na parang madali lang ang lahat. No? And aside from feeling more alive, is the acceptance that even if I die anytime, I no longer have to fear the evil of hell. Wala na yung panic attack. Why? Because now, I pray the right prayers. Hindi na ako nabibingi sa katahimikan when I pray. No? Unlike before, that yung emptiness when you pray, nakakabingi. You know what? Totoo na nagbibigay ang Diyos ng lakas para tayo ay magbago at makapamuhay na naaayon sa kagustuhan niya. Hindi pa tapos ang laban. Marami pang darating. Marami pang babagsak. Marami pang pagbagsak na mangyayari. But that's where God should be glorified. We just need to run the race because God gave us the heart that is able to do it. Heart to battle against the evil of this world. And just like what the psalmist said in Psalm chapter 119 verse 32, I shall run the way of your commandments, for you will enlarge my heart. Enlarge heart, katulad ng puso ng mga marathoners, no? Yung mga triathletes, you have the stronger heart, stronger will to win over evil which is inside of us, and also to ignore and fight evil that are outside of us. And sa bawat panalo mo over evil is the assurance in your heart that you are a child of God. And what could cause a panic? Nothing. Knowing that incredible truth about our identity. I would like to encourage you the same, brothers and sisters. Siguraduhin ninyo bawat araw na kilala ninyo ang inyong kalaban, which is evil. That you have the ability to identify them. Balikan ninyo palagi ang panalangin na itinuro ni Jesus and humbly ask the Lord to lead you not to lead you to the test and deliver you from evil. The next time itatanong mo why God allows such evil in your life, and this is going to be the closing of of our service, huwag mo na pahirapan ang sarili mo na pasukin ang utak ng Diyos. Dahil yan ay hindi mangyayari at magkakasala ka lang for accusing God. Balikan mo agad ang mga tanong na, soberano ba ang Diyos? Oo. Bagamat totoo na nag-i-exist ang evil, do you have the accountability? Okay? And God is in control. And, our hope is that after all this evil take place in the world, after all we suffer, after all the suffering, sabi, yung mga mag-i-endure hanggang huli, yung mga magtitiis, yung mga lalaban, yung mga mananampalataya. All of us, our motivation in facing the evil of this earth, okay, is not para magtagumpay or para mawala sila, kasi hindi sila mawawala eh. Andyan sila sa labas, at andun din sila, dito rin sila sa loob. Okay? Andito rin sila sa loob. But our motivation is one day, babalik tayo sa Panginoon. Sa Diyos na lumikha sa atin. At doon, wala ng evil, wala ng lungkot, wala ng sakit, wala ng kamatayan. At doon, sama-sama tayong mananalangin, kakanta, at sasabihin natin, with our lungs out, we will sing, Holy, Holy, Holy is the Lord God Almighty. Let us pray. Ama naming Diyos, maraming salamat Panginoon sa gabing ito. Tunay Panginoon, na ikaw lamang ang nakababatid ng lahat. You hold the divine playbook, and none of us, Lord, none of us could specifically determine ano yung mga nakalagay doon, Panginoon. All we know, Lord, is that you provided a means, a way for us to be saved para hindi namin maranasan, Lord, ang evil ng impyerno. And thank you for that, God. Thank you for this evening. Thank you for the people Nawa, Lord, makarating pa ito, Lord, sa mga tao na ngayon ay alam namin na nagdudusa sa pag-comprehend kung bakit sila nakakaranas ng evil sa kanilang buhay. And forgive those people, Lord, na nag-accuse sa inyo, Panginoon. Na nag-accuse, Lord, sa iyong kabutihan, sa iyong pagmamahal, sa iyong protection. Give them, Lord, the heart of humility. And sana, Lord, they would come up, Lord, into realization na nagkamali sila sa pagkakakilala nila sa iyo, Panginoon. While it's not yet too late, Panginoon. Thank you for this evening. Bless this church. Bless this means, Panginoon. And Lord, protect us. Protect their nation. Protect your children. Lalo pa ngayon, Lord, na may second wave ng COVID-19. But Lord, apart from this, we rejoice because we know na darating talaga ang panahon na ito. Darating talaga ang mga pagkakataon na ito. And things will get worse. Evil will get worse. But we hold on to the promise that we have Jesus Christ praying for us, in behalf of us, waiting for us, Lord. And we await patiently for His return. Sa iyo lamang, Panginoon, na lahat ng papuri, pasasalamat. Sa pangalan ni Jesus namin, Diyos, tagapagligtas. Amen. Thank you, everybody. Good night. God bless you all.